Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
That's much better than last night. Thank you. I just wanted to take a moment. For those who may not know me, my name is Kyle Lee. I have the honor of serving as principal at Seton Catholic School. With that being said, I will do my absolute best to keep this brief. I know and am well aware of the feeling at the end of Mass when Father says, "Please have a seat." And believe me, last night with Kentucky playing, that didn't go over so well. We will be doing a second collection as I talk. Please know that the money collected goes to tuition assistance to help our students and our school. So if it's in your heart, we appreciate anything that you can give. Over the course of my career, I've been blessed with the opportunity to be in hundreds of schools and work with hundreds of school leaders and teachers and thousands of children. And I've come to understand that one of our main goals as educators is to ensure that students learn how to learn. That when they leave our guidance and care, that they are prepared to take on those life challenges that they're going to encounter through understanding, adaptation, critical thinking, communication, and a persistent work ethic. In fact, we know that one of the most powerful forms of gaining understanding and knowledge occurs through what we call inquiry-based learning. It's the ability to ask and answer great questions. So I'd like to do a little inquiry-based learning this morning with the congregation, and I'd like to pose one question to all of you, and I want you to think about it. Here's the question. What makes a school great? Think about it for a second. What makes a school great? I think the best way that we can begin to answer this question is by examining some of the components of a school. And let's take a look first and foremost at a building. Beautiful exterior, really nice trimmed landscape, fresh painted walls, scrubbed shining floors, beautiful artwork. Although a clean and well-maintained area to work and learn is very important, it's not what makes a school great. Well, what about programs? Have the most up-to-date curriculum, utilizing research-based instructional strategies. Maybe we have that state basketball championship team or the Governor's Cup academic team. That, no doubt, that's what makes schools great, right? No. Although those are good opportunities for students, they do not make schools great. So it must be the technology and the resources, the tools. Yep, that's it, the tools, the resources. Unfortunately, again, no amount of technology or resources can make a school great. So going back and reflecting on all those years, all those educational leaders, teachers, and students that I've been blessed to work with over my career, I've come to understand 100% that it's not programs, it's not places, and it's not resources that make schools great. It's people that make schools great. So as we go to celebrate Catholic Schools Week, we want to celebrate our people that make our school great. In fact, I want to take the remainder of this time and demonstrate how many people it takes to make a school great. So if you fall into one of these categories that I'm about to recognize, I ask that you please stand and just stay standing until we've exhausted the list. And let's start with the most important people in our school, our students. If you are a student at Seton Catholic School now, or you have ever been a student at Seton Catholic School, please stand up at this time. Folks, you may have heard in education we have this term called data-driven. It's one of the worst things we've ever done in schools to use that term data-driven, because data does not drive what we do in schools. We use data to inform what we do, but the people you see standing up right now, students drive what we do in school every single day. Thank you, students. Every day you're awesome. Stay standing for me. Next, folks, if you are currently or have been in the past a teacher or a staff member, please stand up. Underpaid, overworked. That's the people who just stood up. They come in every single day, and as we heard from the letter in St. Paul, they are the example of love, willing the better of the other person every single day. Teachers, thank you so much. Staff, thank you so much for what you do. Stay standing. If you are a parent of a student, past or present, please stand up. You trust us or have trusted us with your child day in and day out. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your family each day. And finally, if you have ever volunteered, substitute taught, you've served on a council, whether that's school council, finance council, building and grounds, or maybe even you've just dedicated a moment of your prayer to our school, please stand up at this time. You're what I like to call the hidden heroes. You define humble because what you do on the backside is never seen, but it matters a lot. So thank you for what you do. Look around. This is one Mass out of 3 that this takes place. Folks, we celebrate not just Catholic Schools Week, we celebrate people that make our schools great. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for what you do every single day to make our school and our church a great place to work, to learn, and to worship. We couldn't do it without you. Have a seat.
Thanks, Dr. Lee. Give him a hand and thank him for what he does for us as well, too.